Hello, and welcome to this introductory emergency course. Let us first say, we are also very sorry that you're currently viewing an introductory emergency course. Before proceeding, please check yourself for all potentially lethal wounds and spreads of infection, and safeguard your current location against hostiles. I'm Professor Nocturne, full-time demon, part-time internet horror and unfiction host, and part-time monster callboy for a super special group dedicated to stopping cataclysmic phenomena. What counts as cataclysmic phenomena, you ask? Why, an entire range of potential disasters, which we in the underground like to call K-class scenarios. Because time is of the essence, I'd like to turn things over now to my colleague for a quick explanation. Nick? Why, thank you, Nick. For all of you who are unfamiliar, certain friends of you, me, and the safekeeping of physical existence describe K-class scenarios as hypothetical situations that could have drastic effects on normality or reality, including the end of the world. If you're watching this video, it means you're afraid you've just been caught in the mythical anomalous event known as a K-class. In order to keep your sanity, body, and life, it's important to recognize what kind of K-class scenario you're about to face and how best to respond. Don't get scared. It doesn't have to be an entire global meltdown. Now, do yourself a favor and look at this image while we calibrate what scenario you're most likely facing. Congratulations! You're most likely facing a CK-class restructuring scenario. All is not lost. In this circumstance, the base reality you operate in is altered by a reality-bending anomaly, which aims to change the physical laws or circumstances of the present or alter the course of history. Depending on the megalomania of the reality bender in question or its reach, these can be radical, global changes that lead directly to an apocalypse, or smaller, localized effects, the likes of which are much easier to contain if you move fast. For example, I'll now return this to my colleague. Nick? Thanks, Nick. Now, listen carefully, because as with all K-class scenarios, a reality restructuring can be very unpredictable. You may wind up in what we like to refer to as a Garden of Desire scenario, a chaos reigns collapse of structured society, a tyrant's fist domination of the will of all living creatures, or something utterly ridiculous but genuinely harmful to your baseline reality. The important thing to do is to establish whatever immediate safeguards you can to stabilize as much physical space around you as possible. Next, judge whether you're looking at a global or localized effect, and if that localized effect will spread beyond the initial impact zone. How much time do you have before it gets out of containment possibility? Is the effect viral? Will there be dinosaurs? These are the things you need to plan for. Test whether you can traverse in the anomalous reality without being subjected to its effects. Use something like a rock or a disposable person who will not be missed. Do your best to connect with other survivors of the impact, and together develop a plan for re-establishing the order of your reality, which must include incapacitating or nullifying the source of disruption. And remember, it's not the first time the entire world has been threatened, and it will certainly not be the last. Go forth with your head held high, duck when you need to, and march with the bravery of all those before you who managed to shut down yet another apocalyptic scenario. We'll see you at the debrief.